Yo, what's up? My name is Laser and this is not my workout. I've actually wanted to do a different type of video for a very long time, especially after the South German Championships were happening. I thought to myself that I have to do a lot of explaining to what happened at the East German Championships. So basically I just wanted to talk about how I went to being a basic mockery to going to the South German Championships and getting this. Basically, how it all started was after the wildcard phase was over for the East German Championships, I wasn't able to do a wildcard since I was in the asylum due to the fact that I was mentally unstable to keep things short. But basically had to fill the fourth spot because Saijo, Chaos and Antrix were the only guys who did a wildcard, and due to the fact that they weren't enough wildcards, they were automatically in. And then they were asking me if I wanted to fill the fourth spot, and then I was like, okay. It could be like a good way to recover from the stuff that has happened in the months prior. And it could also be a good way to like improve my mental health. So I agreed, and especially after Marvelin was texting me if I wanted to participate, and after I agreed, then I was officially in without doing a wildcard for the East German Championships. But there was a problem with that. So the thing is, I got released and I only had 3 weeks, 3 fucking weeks to prepare myself for the East German Championships and come up with some routines that were kind of okay. And I think a lot of loopers can relate to that, but 3 weeks isn't that much of time to prepare for a battle. And I mean, it's not that much time at all. What I was basically doing is making up some random shit, which I think some of you could tell by watching my rounds of the East German Championships, which led to me looking kind of unexperienced, which actually wasn't the case since I've been doing this for nearly 3 years now. I mean, sure, I've gotten a lot of help before the East German Championship, especially when I was at Saijo's place, because me, Saijo and Chaos were preparing for the East German Championship, and both of them helped me to improve some stuff that I wanted to work on some routines, which were basically the routines I've performed against Chaos in the small final, which I'm pretty grateful for, that they were so open about it and that they tried to help me as much as they could. At the day of the East German Championships, it was doing the sound check. Then before my battle against Saijo, I started to become very nervous and pretty unsure of myself, which actually wasn't the kind of attitude I'm going into battles normally, I guess I could say. So what I was doing is talking to Marvelin, Sinjo and Freedom, and especially Freedom because he was more experienced than me, and obviously since he's a 2-time German Loop Station champion. And I started to ask him for some advice, and Sinjo was also giving me some advice which I could use for some other routines that I was working on in the future. And also Marvelin was pretty open about supporting me, and he was also like, if you need some help or if you should feel unsure, we are all there for you, and stuff like that, which I'm very grateful for. And these guys are just nuts. Like, I don't know, especially Sinjo and Freedom, because after the East German Championships, we went out to celebrate Sinjo's win, and I was also hanging out with Freedom a lot, fucked around and stuff. We were playing some cards, playing some pool, and I had a lot of fun with all the guys who were there, and with the guys who I was hanging out with. But back to the battle. I was going into the battles with a attitude that I'm normally not familiar with. So my main goal, basically, when I'm battling against someone, was basically to leave an impression and just have fun with my opponent. But in that case, it was different, because due to the fact that I was extremely unprepared and stuff, I knew that Saijo was gonna murder the living shit out of me, basically. And rightfully so, because his stuff is just amazing. I just went into the battles with the attitude and with the intention that I just wanted to get it over with, basically. Because I knew that I wasn't able to do that much. Although I wasn't able to do that much, I still wanted to leave an impression, which is why I was trying to diss my opponents, which usually backfired on me due to my lack of performance and also execution. Although I got the living shit out of me by Saijo and Chaos, I still had a lot of fun and was happy for them that they got the W. But yeah, at the end, I was pretty disappointed about the fact that I wasn't able to deliver the way I usually wanted to. But it turned out the way it turned out, and I think there's nothing you can do about it at the moment. And what I also wanted to say is, if any one of you thought that I was like full of myself, arrogant, or like weird in any type of way in your eyes, then I'm very sorry. That wasn't my intention at all. I mean, sure, I wanted to be a bit more cocky than the other ones, because I thought that some trash talking could be a bit okay, because no one is really doing that anymore from what I've seen, and I wanted to be the exact opposite of that. But yeah, it basically just backfired on me and caused people to kind of hate on me, which I can like deal with. But yeah, it is what it is, and yeah, it just turned out the way. My main goal was just like to recover mentally, and I was still on the road to recovery. So yeah, then the South German Championships were announced. Decided to make a walkout for sure, especially since the city where the South German Championship was taking place is not that far away from me. And then I just did my second run against Saijo, and I got second wildcard seedings, which was sick. But then I knew that I had to step up my game, basically, and had to do some different routines, and not the ones I did at the South German Championships, because they were just too weak, and to be deadly honest. So what do? I was thinking what I could do as far as routines go, and I made some new routines. I remastered some routines, and I was also thinking about how I could basically stand out as far as my performance is concerned, which is also why I brought some sausages in a diaper with me to kind of have this comedy act, and also having the diss at the same time.
Hier, bitteschön, kannst du vielleicht für später gebrauchen.
Das ist nice, dann bin ich gespannt, wer sich das Würstchen holt.
As far as the diaper goes, at least, because the sausages were just for comedy purposes only. It basically worked out pretty well for me, and especially because I did something that no one has ever done before, as far as the performance is concerned. Going into the soundcheck of the South German Championships, I was nervous again, but not because I was unprepared or stuff. I was Um, Definitely prepared for sure. But the thing is that my sound check basically was shitty. I had a lot of feedback. Some sounds didn't sound the way they were supposed to sound, or whatever. I was asking Mate and Robeat and some other guys what I could basically do because I was extremely nervous. And then Robeat was just like, just do your rounds like you have prepared them, and our sound engineer will adjust his sound and stuff like that. It basically paid out for me pretty well. I'm not even gonna lie. Going into the semi-final, I was battling against Xenix, the East German under-18 champion. Like I said, I was definitely prepared. I wasn't feeling as nervous as I was feeling at the East German championship. Sure, I felt some pressure, which was normal, I guess. But as soon as I did my rounds, and especially my first round, and hearing the reaction from the crowd, it just disappeared, I guess I could say. Then in my second round, I did a remaster routine of mine, which some of you know, and it has gone through a lot of versions over the years.
One relation makes you the best and present. I stress my feeling I'm hurting inside when I face the feet. Just been wondering how you've seen, cause I have no idea where this is going. I'm really hoping to lead the way. Having cruise what the God said. I can on the fingers and the pain, but I'm thinking about you every day.
And I basically tried to make it to a routine which could murder someone.
Bye bye.
After that, I kind of changed the second drop, which was intended for the West German Championship, which I couldn't attend in the end because I got COVID, but that's a different story. But yeah, for the South German Championship and for my battle against Xenix, it was definitely enough to murder him. Then after that, I had to battle against Chaos again in the finals, which was a tough battle for sure, but it was definitely the best battle of my life. To just share the stage with him one more time was just surreal, especially considering how the battle at the East German Championship turned out. We definitely stepped up our game at the South German Championships. After the battle, there was the moment I was basically not prepared for. I was basically going outside where the other guys from the crowd were, and they were like chatting and stuff, and then they also saw me, were congratulating me and stuff, and giving me some criticism. And it also went so far that some people were pretty confident that I was gonna be the South German Loop champion and win against Chaos, which I wasn't expecting at all, and it also didn't happen in the end, because Chaos won fair and square. But even the fact alone that some people came up to me and just telling me that my rounds was so much better than at the East German Championships, that I was improving so much, and also going so far that I was gonna win against Chaos. I mean, like one of the best loopers in Germany. It was just nuts, and I was just so grateful to Chaos for this amazing battle. It's just nuts. I'm not even gonna lie, and I have so much respect for this guy. That's basically what I wanted to tell you guys, just to clarify some things, what was going wrong at the East German Championships and what made my performance at the South German Championships so much better, so that I could become South German vice champion, which is surreal to me, especially after the fact that I was basically making a mockery out of myself with lines such like these.
Digga, du sagst Welcome to the Game of Chaos, dabei frage ich mich, welches Game, Alter?
And then just to come back a few months later and then getting so much recognition and praise and like so much good feedback. It's just surreal. If you wanna add some stuff about this topic, basically, you can do that for sure in the comments or just DM me on Instagram or whatever you wanna do. And yeah, I hope to see you soon.